Hey everybody, my name is Hitman, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use XSplit with your Xbox One or PS4 while using your full 5.1 Dolby Digital headphones like your Astro A40's or A50's. None of this stereo uncompressed, this is actual 5.1 Dolby Digital, and also throw in how to throw in your chat audio coming from your Xbox One or PS4. So with that, I'm going to show you all the components you need, how to hook everything up, and how to set up XSplit on your PC. So with that, let's get started. Alright guys, so let's start with what you'll need in order to get surround sound and chat audio to come into your stream. So this setup is going to be for the Astro A40's and the A50's. For right now, I'll just start off with the A40's and then we can go from there. So let me show you what we need first. First, you're going to need two optical cables. One of the optical cables comes with the Mixamp Pro 2014 that you're going to need. It comes with a 3.5mm end, so this is pretty important. You're also going to need, like I said earlier, the 2014 Mixamp Pro. It comes with the, I don't know if you can see, stream port. That's very important. This is what makes this different from all the other Astro Mixamps. Then we're going to need a 3.5mm cable, audio cable, to a left and right audio 3.5mm cables, dual, two of these, so from 1 to 2. Then you're going to need the chat adapter from Xbox. Okay, this chat adapter comes with one of these 2.5mm plug-in to 3.5mm plug-in. You're going to need two of these in order to get the A50's to work, but for the A40's you're going to need one. Okay. Then you're going to need the powered Astro splitter. This is a battery powered 3.5mm male to dual female 3.5mm audio. Okay. You're also going to need the two Xbox chat cables. These are 2.5mm cables, dual. Okay, you'll need two of those. And then most important, you're going to need a sound card, whether it be USB or internal, that has microphone in, but microphone in left and right. Okay, this is very important. You can't just have a single port. You're gonna have to have two. Okay, so you need a sound card that has dual left and right microphone in. Okay, so I'll plug everything in real quick to make this video short. You're gonna take the headphones. You're gonna plug into the headphone jack. Okay, then you're gonna take the optical cable. One end will go into the Xbox, so we'll pretend this plugs into the Xbox. This one end, the 3.5mm end, will go into the back of the optical in on the Mixamp Pro. Okay, so now this has game audio. Okay, you set it to surround sound, this will hear surround sound. Then you're gonna need your Xbox One controller or your PS4, depending on which system you're gonna do this for. For right now, I'm just going to do Xbox. So you'll take the chat adapter, you plug that in. The PS4 doesn't need a chat adapter because it already has its own plug-in. So no chat adapter for the PS4, but for the Xbox 360, you're going to need it. Then you're going to take one of the chat cables and one of the adapters, plug those in. Okay, so we're going to take the one 2.5mm end, put it into the chat section of the Mixamp. Then the one with the adapter end will go into the controller. Okay, like this. If you have the PS4, you just plug this directly into there, right? So it just needs to your controller needs to connect to the Mixamp in order to hear chat audio. Okay, so now these guys are talking to each other. So now this thing will hear game sound and chat sound coming from your Xbox One or PS4. Okay, then you're gonna want to spit all that audio out somewhere. So this is where the 3.5 to dual left and right 3.5mm. You plug one end into the stream out port, and then you connect the two ends into your sound card. one left goes into R and left goes into out. There we go. Okay, so now your computer will be able to hear anything that comes in contact with this. So it's connected to PS4, Xbox One. We'll hear game. You're talking to your buddies, it'll come in here. You can change how much volume is adjusted. You can let your stream hear more people talking to you, or you can turn it so your stream hears more game. It's totally up to you. I leave mine in the middle and adjust on the fly if I really want. Everything goes out into the computer, and that's basically how you do the A40s. Now the A50s are a little bit easier. I'll do it real quick. You don't need the A40 headset. You need your A50 headset and your wireless mix amp that comes with the A50s. Okay, this you're gonna plug into the back of the mix amp here, so we'll take that away from the Xbox. So optical out. Okay, then we're gonna need that second optical cable I told you about, and we're gonna plug that into the optical in on the back of the wireless mix amp. Now hypothetically this second cable will plug into the Xbox, so let's just pretend this is plugged into the Xbox. So now sound coming into here from the Xbox is being also spit out into the mix amp Pro. So now your stream will still be able to hear game audio. It's just now connected to your A50s. The next thing you're going to need to do is over by the controller. You're going to have to take this cable coming from the Mixamp Pro, and this is where the Astro powered splitter comes in handy. You're going to plug that in to the Xbox chat adapter. If you have the PS4, you just plug it in to here. Same way, no difference. So now that your controller has dual, one will be coming from the Mixamp Pro, and the other one, once you set it up with the other adapter, will plug into the bottom, and then this end will go into your A50s, because that's how the A50 chat works. It's not totally wireless, you still need to connect chat. So this is basically how you set up surround sound with chat audio with the A40s and A50s. I'm going to show you how to set everything up with XSplit, and we'll go from there. Okay, now that I showed you all the required components and showed you how to plug everything in correctly, let me show you how to set up XSplit. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you want to go over to your sound options, right click, and hit recording devices. This will bring up a little dialog window with all the recording devices on your computer. Scroll down, look for the one in question. In my case, it's the USB multi-channel audio device. This is where I plugged in the left and right plug from the Astro Mixamp Pro stream port. So double click on this, go over to the levels, make sure that the microphone level is between 25 to 30. Depending on your setup, this is what I find is optimal. Anything louder than this will cause a loud static, and you don't want this. Next thing, you want to go to the listen tab, and you want to go over to listen to this device. Check this off. Leave playback through this device on default playback device. Hit apply, and the moment you hit apply, you should be able to hear game audio and chat audio coming from the Mixamp Pro. So we'll hit apply and then hit OK. We'll double check to make sure everything's working fine. We'll open up the volume mixer and we'll look for our microphone. It's right here, it's making sounds. Everything's working perfectly. So we'll close this, we'll hit OK, and now we'll bring up XSplit. If you want to do a quick test on the sound coming from the mix amp, just move around your left and right on the Xbox. Sounds like it's working well because we can hear it. If you press the buttons on the chat adapter, you should be able to confirm chat audio. Yep, sounds like we're getting chat audio. So now that we have XSplit open, let's add video. So add camera. You can add any capture device you want, whether it be an Elgato, a Blackmagic. In my case, I'm going with the AverMedia Live Gamer HD. We'll click this, and this is video and audio coming from my capture card. We don't want to be able to hear any audio coming from this device because we have our own. So we'll right click, bring up this window. We want to mute and bring the volume all the way down just in case. This is a precursor for when we change the audio settings on the Xbox One to Dolby Digital. There's a loud, weird noise coming from the Xbox when you switch it. So this is a precursor, so we don't have to hear that. I will show you a little bit after this how it sounds, so you know if you've done something wrong. So we'll back out of this. We're now on the Xbox. Let's go over to the settings. We're gonna go to display and sound. Then we want to go over to digital audio. Because we want surround sound for when we're playing, we're going to go to optical audio and set it to bitstream out. Then we're going to want to set the bitstream format to Dolby Digital. Now our A40s and our A50s now have surround sound, full surround 5.1 sound coming from the mix amps. But our stream will not hear that surround sound. They'll only hear stereo coming from our microphone. So let's back out. Everything sounds good. Everything's making sounds. Chat audio is still working. Now let me give you a little example of how it sounds if you don't mute the capture card. So we'll right click on the capture card, unmute it, and then raise the volume ever so slightly. Yeah, that sounds annoying, so you don't want that. You want to mute this, but sure the volume's all the way down. This is basically happening because the Xbox is sending a Dolby Digital sound that the computer does not know what to do with. Programs like XSplit and capture cards, they don't deal with Dolby Digital. So this is a workaround for us in order to get surround sound while we're playing and chat audio into the stream, so our stream can hear our teammates or any sort of sounds coming from party chats or anything like that. So this is basically how it sounds with my setup. If you like the video, please like it, please subscribe to my channel, leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys.